This is John Henry, KI4JPL. Today is January the 2nd, 2026. I just received this Phoenix prototype from Mike Bishop N8WFF today and fired it up to see how it sounds and some of the basic features. Today I'm just going to do a little bit of receiving on SSB just to see how it sounds. I hooked it up to my G5 RV that I usually use with my Omni 7. I am in East Tennessee. From what I understand, the prototype units contain the new ARM multi-core CPU and DSP processing on the signal processing unit, similar to the architecture used on the Eagle with its SPU board. Some of you may be familiar with that. The main use for these prototype units is to test the software and to slowly integrate into hardware as it matures. There are around 280,000 lines of code written for the Phoenix so far. This particular video is taken from a Samsung phone in my shack. The prototype unit does not depict the final Phoenix front panel. There will be changes. Now let me turn it up and see how it sounds in voice modes. Got the AF knob. You can use NR if you want. Which is very effective. You can even set the level for the noise reduction. You got a noise blanker, auto noise filter. I can zoom out to see more action in the bands. Zoom in. And I'm just going to flip bands, so who knows what I'm going to hear. Okay, there's a little bit of Morse code in that. I don't know if you can hear it. And there's other stuff in there too. It's that easy to go through the bands. Just like all the other 10 techs of the past. All the way up through 6 meters. I don't have a 6 meter antenna. You can use the main encoder to change frequencies. You can do that on the screen. Slide on down through. You can touch to tune. Sometimes it's better to know where you are and what you're looking at to know where you want to touch to tune to. And then get in there with the main VFO. If you want to change the frequency, the bandwidth, different ways to do that. You can change the high frequency cutoff. Make it wide if you want. I know that doesn't sound good, but at least it's showing what you can do. You can go down there and change the low frequency in the bandwidth. Those come in handy in many different modes. You guys are more familiar with that than I am. Well, that shows the unit's working. Decodes audio, plays it. Video looks real good. The spectrum looks better than it looks on the video phone. Please enjoy. Until next time, KI4JPL. Thank you for watching. And here's a little bit more audio.
It's always fun to at least have it in there, because I've had situations where I've talked to people for years and maybe not years, but months, and never had them in my logbook. And it's funny, you know, you ragged with someone, you fail to put them in your logbook, but then you meet someone, up to man.
like you got a North Carolina accent.
Oh, wow. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. No, I grew up in the western part of the state, and I can turn it on and off, I think. I grew up in deep Appalachia, so I can reach for that accent, for sure.
All right. No, I just thought I'd notice that because I thought, man, you don't